Hey everyone, it's Amanda from Echo Consulting. Today I've got a super quick tutorial for you. It's sort of a usability feature or kind of tip in Smartsheet for keeping your favorites items organized in the favorites menu. So if you've ever used the favorites menu in Smartsheet, or really I think this kind of transcends a lot of different platforms. If you accumulate a lot of favorites over time, it can become harder to just locate those items when you need to go to them. So you just have to kind of scan through the list. There's a little bit more just extra mental effort there. And so this is a quick tip for just having your top items brought to the top of the list, basically your favorite, your most used favorites to the top of your list. So let's dive right into this. So I'm just in Smartsheet's home screen. I'm going to go right over to the favorites bar here. There we go. And so you can see I've got some items in my favorites menu already that I use a lot, and if I need to find them, I have this collection, but I do need to kind of search through, okay, what am I looking for? Now, there's something here that you'll already notice, which is that there's a couple items at the top of the list where the title of the item, the sheet in this case, has an asterisk. Using icons in titles is a really simple way to bring items to the top of an alphabetical list, because that alphabetization, the way that alphabetic lists are organized, it brings the icons to the top. Now, I've also started to do this with emojis. Now that a lot of computers and user interfaces have emoji keyboards built in, you can use emojis the same way that we use those icons like an asterisk, but you get a little bit of a visual cue of what that item is. So you can see I've already got two with this system, but I just want to show how this works. So the item that I'm going to use as an example is a resource time tracking project plan. So this is a sheet that lives kind of towards the bottom of my favorites. I'm just going to open that sheet up. Of course, you need to have permissions to be able to edit the title and edit sheets to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this. I'm going to go to the beginning of this title, and then so I have just a keyboard for emojis built right into my interface for my computer. And so this is a time tracking plan, so I think I'm just going to look for something that has to do with time. And I don't know, this cooking timer sounds interesting to me, so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to make a space, and then I'm just going to close this. And I don't even need to save this sheet. Like, I've just changed the title. I haven't changed anything in the data. It often takes Smartsheet a couple of moments to adjust when you rename something to reorient it in your favorites tab. So I'm just going to go back to the home screen for a second. All right, there we go. So all I did was just pause the video, refresh the page again. So it's one of those things where it's just changing the name. Smartsheet just has to kind of categorize the item. But you can see there's our resource time tracking project plan. And now it's at the top of my favorites. And I've got this little visual. It's kind of hard to see, but I've got this little visual of this cooking timer to help me mentally remember what that is and have that association. So again, it's kind of a small thing, but as we move through work management platforms and as they get even more complex to try to really wrangle a lot of different types of data and processes, I think cutting down these little bits of mental effort in just finding stuff can really streamline a lot of workflows. So I hope this is helpful. This is something I use all the time in my work in Smartsheet and other work management platforms. So give it a try. Let me know if you like it. And if you have other questions about Smartsheet, workflow, optimization, streamlining, all that stuff, that's kind of our bread and butter here at Echo. So definitely check out our YouTube channel. It's Echo Consulting. And then we have a lot of free resources available on our website. So echoprojectmanagement.com is our website. Definitely check that out. And hope this was helpful.